Welcome to Relax and Paint today. I am going to work on black art paper. I'm going to use shiny paint today. And the first thing I'm going to work with is some metallic teal topaz, multi-surface, all right? And I have an ultra smooth pad. Let me look real quick and see if I can give you the name of it. It's a Colnor and it is 70 pound. I usually use a little bit heavier. But what's cool about this is it pulls out and it goes back in, or it's perforated there. All right, so you can frame it. I'm going to use one of my most popular stencils that I like to use. It's called Cherry Blossom. And the first thing I've done is gone into this multi-surface metallic paint. There's a malachite I love and this teal topaz. I've used these a bunch lately, and it gives a really nice look. So you only want the tips of the synthetic nylon bristle. And I have this in a set of three. So it's the size 20, a 16, and a 12 that I put together for you guys. And I want you to see that each time you have to rub off, and I keep going back to that spot. And so I want you to go left, right, and I don't even have to push down on this. I'm very lightly going left to right, and I'm just making a fun background. And I use a stencil over and over. I use blue um, in the background when I'm doing yellow, like a cobalt blue when I'm doing yellow sunflowers, and just the dramatic beautiful contrast of those two colors. All right, now I've only picked up paint one time, so I want you to see that. Look how far I can go. I'm holding this down, but I'm going to lift and show you. All right, so it's okay if we fade some areas. So I'm going left and then I go right, which means it gets into every crevice each way I go. So I picked up paint again, and I'm going to go back here again, and I take off so that I don't have globs of paint on my background. All right, so what happened is you go for a long time, you have a lot of faded area and then a really intense area. So that's a nice look too. And if you're like on white and you fade it and do it more intense. My favorite thing about using stencils, I want to share with you, is doing like a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt. When these brushes, when you go to put this metallic on a dark or a white surface, it will blow your mind that this sucks into the fabric so fast that it's like fail safe, wonderful. All right, like over here, it looks like it needs a little bit more. So I can come over here and just do just a little bit more in this area, and we're kind of done. Okay. Now that's just adding a little bit of a background with the multi-surface teal topaz or malachite. I like that too. It's a really pretty. All right, so here it is. It's got a green tone. Okay, multi-surface. All right, and I got tons of orders because I used it behind my flamingo, my oversized flamingo I painted the other day. And if you've seen it on my Facebook, it was really fun. Okay. Wow. Now I'm going to use these Color Shift colors. And Color Shift is an automotive paint company that we got Plaid went to get these paints. Now, what I want you to know is they shift colors. Like I know you've seen cars that have gone by and you think it's a gold car and it turns purple when it passes. Can you see that? All right, so let's look at this. All right, there's leaf colors I'm going to use, and this is a neon green, which is new. Then most of the other colors are called flash. So that's an aqua flash, purple flash, and what color is this one? If I use that one, it's called a pink flash. All right, so it's different. There's metallics, and those are flashes. All right, and that's neon, which is different. All right, this is just licorice multi-surface. All right, you don't need that for paper, but you can do the same exact, all these paints on glass, metal, ceramics. So think about that. It's pretty amazing. And you don't have to bake anything in the oven. You can just go for it. Now, what I want to show you is I'm going to load this 3/4 inch flat, and let's just use purple. All right, so purple flash. And what I'm going to do is come over here and just get a little bit of licorice. Now, the reason I'm using licorice is it's the background color. Okay, so we want the rose to show. So I'm not doing half and half. I'm trying to do 2/3 purple, but the black's taken over. All right, so look, I'm going to come here and you're not going to see that color, so I have to lift it. There we go. So it looks purple blue, doesn't it? Now, the reason you want the licorice is as I'm coming around, when I did this as a demonstration years ago, when I just did a rose with the like color shift, oh my goodness, I got like 89,000 views within less than an hour because it was so pretty on black. All right, so see, it's a different color depending on how the light hits it. All right, so I'm going to come right here and we're going to make a cup right in the middle here. And I can even make this more of a peony if I want, but we're just working on a rose right now. All right, so see, I did up and over, then I did a U, and then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to be out here a little bit and slide. I pick up paint each time I move away. All right, so let me show you. Each time I move away, I'm not getting black. Listen, I'm not getting black. I'm side stroking the purple flash. Look, it looks blue now. And then you lift it, it looks purple. All right, so then I'm going to come right here and come across. All right, I picked up more purple. Can you tell I'm passionate about teaching? I like it. Okay, we're going to pick up more paint, more. All right. Now I can get a little teeny bit of black now. Now let's come here and come across. I'm going to put that black right in the middle. And then chisel across. You see how I'm working that in there? Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. And see, I'm just layering this in here. Okay, now you can come in here and just do a couple buds. So let's go right up here, up and over. We do a U, a larger U. Then I lean out, and wait till we put the greens on here. Okay, we're gonna put some leaves in there. All right, let's do another couple of them here. So let's see what the pink looks like. I just want y'all to see that. So I'm going to pick up the licorice again, and I'm going to come in here. I'm not cleaning the purple. I'm just getting the pink. Let's see if you can see much difference in it. Okay. I could make that into a hydrangea, but I'm just going to keep doing roses for this bouquet. You see a little bit of pink? A little bit like a ranunculus rose where it's got lots of chiseled color here. This is pink flash. But the way I'm getting it to look good is by using licorice with it, the background color. So think about that. All right. And let's just come here and do a side view. Okay, so this, I must have had this in the garage for a while because it's a little pasty and it's not usually like that. So I have a dropping point in my garage before you get into the house. And in Florida, that's not a good thing. Okay, now, now I'm going to come right in here. See, it's just going to be going to have some leaves going next to it. There we go. So see, the licorice makes a really nice uh, depth in it. Okay, are y'all liking this? Please let me know. Sometimes I just like to show you different techniques. All right, so I'm going to wipe this off. I am going to get a little bit of licorice. I'm going to come in here. Let's get neon and aqua. Let's see what that does. I might not like it. I might like it. Who knows? Okay, here we go. I ended up with mostly aqua in here. We'll try some neon in a minute. Okay, let's get some more aqua. Okay, so I'm going to go to a 16. Let's pick up licorice and neon, see what that looks like. Neon green. I don't know if that shows. There's a neon pink that's pretty yummy too. Bright pink. It's not bright pink. That's not the name. It's neon pink. Look. So sometimes these bright colors would be good, like if you're painting glass, just to coat on something that's already pink to make it more neon. And like I could come on here now and stroke it on top to get more of a neon color. Let's see how just neon does it without black. Yeah, see, that might show up better. So some of the neons only show if you are in a black light, but yet they're kind of cool because they just pop in the painting, especially when you're on a dark, like a dark blue, dark green, or licorice. See, I know the mixing it's not working as well. Okay, so let's go back to the licorice and the aqua. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. And then let's put some black on the outside here into that rose. There we go. There we go. A little bit of aqua. We need to pull stems into some of these leaves. One, two, three. You usually want a point. Let's show it here again. The point, oh, way down here. And you do a triangle. Can you see that? And so you don't have to worry about where to put a leaf. You're gonna do a triangle, but you can do like one separate over here, design wise. Yeah, let's put one over here. And there's two there and three there. And up here, you could do one single one up here. And then maybe one over here. All right, so I'm going to be sharing a picture and see if you see the fun neon in here. Okay, let's put some more purple in here. You can always come back later and add more detail. It's fun. The other color is pearls. So check out pearls. You're going to love those. So pearls on dark or clear. Just think this is wonderful. All these metallics are wonderful on glass. It will make yours different than everybody else's, okay? So check it out. We just had some people at the studio come in yesterday when we were teaching and picked up all the color shifts from watching me do a demonstration. And they were so excited to get home and start. See, I got too much paint there, but see, there's no mistakes. You just go back and pick some of them up. You can keep going down the smaller brushes. Look at this. I can bring some of the pink over here. And this is an 8 brush. And I could just come in here with pink flash. But then I have to pull stems. And you just take the chisel edge of that brush right after you get through painting it. So pink, pink. Let's put a couple pink over here. And we are done. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration and the little lesson. And please come to our Facebook group and share. And there's always promotions on our Facebook group and get to see all the other one strokers that came on. So it's Donna Dewberry's official one stroke group. But if you want to do about Donna right here on this YouTube channel, you can go there and find all my details on my husband, on my podcast, on Patreon, and more. All right, so go check it out. Uh-oh, I covered all my cherry blossoms. So, what does that tell you? That I need to carry the cherry blossoms all the way out there or paint my design smaller. What do you think? Let me know. I like it when you write me. I'll write you back. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.